kickoff.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Number 28.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Prescott off play action. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Prescott, sack.
You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
That opening drive sack. Forced out to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
A very good return that time. 18 yards.
At their own 30.
And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Going for it on 4th down. Allen escaping the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Allen's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
To number 15.
From 19 yards away. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
Down at the 39.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
In punt formation.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says.
8-yard line.
He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. On play action, Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Chambers. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line.
On 3rd down, Peters. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
2-yard line.
Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Allen.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Will Lutz.
A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
1-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Arizona.
On play action, Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Chambers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Prescott sacked.
Charles, what a slacker. 5 sacks last week. Took him all the way to the second quarter to get one here in this one.
And just think about all the planning that went into this game to try and keep him from getting to the quarterback. After one quarter, maybe they exhaled and thought, hey, we've got this. Oh, no, you don't. You got to come up with another plan, more looks, maybe even more bodies to keep him out of the backfield.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Brings up second.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A huge play there for Arizona. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now they go screen. It's complete.
Allen's pass.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd down, Peters, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free, and those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Come on. Mike, check 59.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. His throw incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check 59. I got you, son.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Horton. And he'll be out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Touchdown from 3 yards out. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Prescott steps away to his left.
Number 4, Dak Prescott on the keeper. Taken down at the 43-yard.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Prescott. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Off the screen.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Throwing. Prescott under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Let's go, D.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott. And he's going to go down again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Allen off the play fake. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And again, it's Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Prescott sacked.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
After the sack on first down, Prescott. That's complete to Slayton. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Now Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check 59. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Now Prescott on fourth down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Prescott on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Prescott now over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Arizona, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on